Welcome back to Ozarks Fox in the Morning. This weekend, 2 Fox reality show celebrities were in Springfield dueling in a cook-off. Winners of Hell's Kitchen Season 3 and Season 4, Chef Rock and Chef Christina, stopped by our station to talk about life after the show. Ozarks Fox in the Morning's Angie Weidiger joins us now with more.
They went to Hell's Kitchen and back and came out of it with a top-notch job. We're talking about the Fox television show Hell's Kitchen, of course. And joining me now is Chef Rock and Chef Christina. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We sure appreciate you guys coming by the station. We want to talk to you a little bit about what you've been doing since you wrapped up the seasons with Hell's Kitchen. You wrapped up in July. You wrapped up about a year ago.
Yes.
So where are you? What are you doing?
Well, okay, you got it. My season finale, as you said, this last July. So since then, I have moved out to Los Angeles, started working at the Gordon Ramsay restaurant at the London West Hollywood as an executive sous chef. So I'm getting to know the kitchen and the staff and the area and having a blast. Absolutely.
Working a lot, right?
Working insane hours, but you know, the end result, it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah. And you moved to Vegas from Virginia.
I moved to Vegas. Yeah, I am. All the way from one side of the country to the other, the crazy side of the country. No offense, West Coast, but Vegas has a life of its own, and it's great. It's great. But my tenure ended at Green Valley. It was a 1-year contract. Great time, best time of my life, and now I'm just on the road. I'm all over the country. You can look at Chef Rock Inc. That's inc.com.
To keep track of you.
To keep track and see where I am. I'm in Springfield, Missouri now, but who knows where I'll be next week.
Yeah. So both of you were working, obviously, with Gordon Ramsay after the show. You're at one of his restaurants. Do you keep in contact? Does he stop by to yell at you or anything like that?
I have seen Gordon since the finale of my show. However, you know, he's got a ton of restaurants, so he's not there all the time, rumor has it. I will be seeing a lot of him next January.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. I mean, you know, she works for him. I never did, and I mean, he's not looking for me. He doesn't care about me anymore. Yeah.
Well, it's not true.
You're a couple seasons past, right?
I'm old dudes.
Well, what about the people that you were on the show with? Do you keep in touch with them, or?
I keep in touch with a few of them, not a couple, you know. I try to, actually, I email all of them. The thing is, I try to keep in contact with all of them. All of them don't keep in contact with me.
I see.
You know, it's weird because when you're on the show together, you're part of a special sort of bonded group. And so we will always remain close. But I think that when I actually got closest to was Rock. I contacted him basically after I found out. And so he sort of mentored me through that whole reality television process. So it was nice to be able to talk to somebody who's been through it.
And real quick, you guys are here with the Springfield Grocers. What are you doing here? What are you here for?
We are here, we're participating in the Springfield Grocer Company's trade show. We developed recipes with their products exclusively for them, which are going to be in a competition together. So, you know.
First we battle, then we hug.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
So you'll be friends afterwards still.
Yeah, we'll be friends.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe.
For bragging rights, really.
Who's going to be Gordon Ramsay during this event?
Nobody, hopefully. Yeah, we try to leave that to him.
Yeah, and you guys you were telling me about how difficult it was because he was pretty intense on that show.
Oh, absolutely. You know, he's very charismatic, but he is very intense, you know, and he is a perfectionist, and when you are cooking at, you know, this level, you have to be that way, you know, everything has to be perfect, so.
Wow. And they were even saying that some of the things that were the harshest or the most intense didn't even make air, so.
Yeah, well, you know, greatness, you want to be great, you got to go through the fire.
There it goes, yeah. Well, thanks so much for being here. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Ozarks Fox in the Morning. We'll be right back.
They made their faces known here on Fox, and this weekend, the winners from Hell's Kitchen showed off their skills in Springfield. The Springfield Grocer Company brought in the winners from Season 3 and 4 on the Fox TV show. We had an interview with them earlier. Chef Rock Harper won Season 3, while Chef Christina Machamer won Season 4. Sunday, both competed against each other. The Springfield Grocer Company brought the two of them in as part of its annual trade show. Hell's Kitchen will return again on Fox later this season.
Well, they made their faces known here on Fox, and this weekend, the winners from Hell's Kitchen showed off their skills in Springfield. The Springfield Grocer Company brought in the winners from seasons 3 and 4 of the Fox television show. Chef Harper won season 3, while Chef Christina Machamer won season 4, and today both competed against each other. The Springfield Grocer Company actually brought the two in as part of its annual trade show.
The show is extremely hard and stressful and emotional, and if somebody said, hey Christina, you want to go back to Hell's Kitchen, I'd say, yeah, pack my bags, let's go.
And if you're a fan, Hell's Kitchen will return again on Fox later this season.
KSFX News at 9 continues with Jeremy Stevens and Angie Windinger.
Well, they went to Hell's Kitchen and back and came out of it with a top-notch job. We're talking about the Fox television show, Hell's Kitchen, of course. And joining me now is Chef Rock and Chef Christina, the winners from the past 2 seasons. Thanks so much for being here, guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
First of all, tell me, you just won in July, and you won about a year ago. What are you guys up to now?
Oh, gosh.
You're working really hard, and I'm all around the move. My job is over, so I did my thing out at Green Valley, and I'm just traveling. I'm here in Springfield to cook a little bit, and I'm just all over the country spreading a good word of food, and yeah, just all over. Doing
Green
everything.
Valley, Las Vegas, right?
Green Valley, yeah. It's in Henderson, like south of Las Vegas.
How was that transition for you? Because you were in Virginia to go to Vegas. How was that?
It was a little different to go from you know, Capitol Hill to Sin City. It's a touch different, but it was fun. It was fun. A lot of learning. You know, you tend to stay away from the Strip. You don't treat it like a vacation.
Right. And you're in L.A. now, right?
Right, yeah. Since the finale of the show, I moved out to L.A., and I'm currently the executive sous chef at the Gordon Ramsay at the London West Hollywood. So it's intense.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You've
definitely.
been working long
Oh,
days.
yeah, it's 14 hours, 5 to 6 days a week. But the experience is great, you know, and you don't want to work that long, but the amount of knowledge that you acquire and that I hope to acquire is just unfathomable.
And Gordon Ramsay, you said that's his restaurant. So
Yes.
do you see him a lot? Does he pop in a lot and yell at you?
No, I haven't seen Gordon at the restaurant yet. Rumor has it he will be there first quarter of 2009. So, you know, that gives me a little time to get everything right before I'll see him. But his staff is just the same. The kitchen, the way we work, it's just the same as what you see on Hell's Kitchen. It's intense every moment.
Well, that's what we were going to ask you guys. I mean, when we watch the show, he looks pretty darn mean. Is it that intense when you're there in real life with him?
Well, it is. It actually, they cut out the bad parts. I don't know about your season, but the really bad parts, I tell people, there were things that happened that were much worse than what you all see. But
like what?
Well, you know, there were some names that you can't even. They didn't even try to bleep out, and he would put together strings of, you know, just insults that were, to me, they were kind of creative and crafty and very funny. But they made a lot of people cry. So, you know, but then again, I've had chefs, when you get it in the real world, it's sort of like, you know, that really hurts because there are no TV cameras around. So, you know, I had chefs that make Gordon look like a teddy bear in the real world. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, and there were times in last season where he really got in your face.
Oh, yeah.
And was yelling at you. And I know there was one episode where you were talking about trying not to cry. How did you keep from crying?
You know, you can't do that in the kitchen. You can't break down, you know, and he was looking for somebody who could run his line. And I know the pressure there is absolutely intense. And when you're cooking at the level that I am cooking at, it's tough, you know, and you have to stay strong, you know. You can go home and cry about it later when you're watching Friends with your honey, but, you know, when you're on that line, it's it's stoic.
Right.
Almost.
Now, you're from St. Louis, Missouri, right?
Yes, yes.
Any chance that we might see you back here opening up a restaurant in the Show Me State?
I don't know about opening a restaurant, but I will be back in St. Louis January 24th and 25th for the St. Louis Food and Wine Show.
And you guys are here, again, why are you in Springfield?
Well, we're here for the Springfield Grocer Trade Show. Notice all the logos. And we're doing some, we created some, she and I are sort of doing a battle a little bit.
Right.
You know, I thought it was over all that reality show stuff.
You're competing again.
We're competing, and but we're having some fun with some new products, and we've created some specialty recipes through Springfield Grocers. So it's just going to have a lot of, a little bit of fun and cooking. It's what we love to do. So trying to bring it to the state.
Right.
Great. Thanks so much for coming. We really appreciate it. Good luck tomorrow to both of you.
Thank you.
May the best chef win, I guess.
Thank you. Yeah.
Or both of you. You've already won.
We'll
Right,
see.
that's true.
Thanks a lot.
All right. KSFX News at 9 will be right back.
You notice